Alright, several things we're gonna work on this weekend or try to get done. Main thing is these fenders. We got the new fender tool, so we're gonna put it to use. I get the car jacked up and the tires off. And get this rolled in here. Somebody's already started a little bit. You can feel with a hammer where they bent that one up some already. This one, it's perfect. It hasn't been touched. It's still straight, so. But get it jacked up. I'm gonna have to put it on some stands up underneath there where the frame is, or the frame connectors, and then that way to let the suspension drop down a little bit farther for the tools. Where I'm noticing on some of these Mustangs, you know, you had to keep them jacked up and let the suspension fully drop. That way you had more room to get this in there to roll the fender. We need to get the tack put in. I was thinking, you know, right here, that's where pretty much everybody puts them, but that is the only spot I got for this tack. So it's going to go right there. We're going to get it put in as well. And something happened with the fans. Oh yeah, there's the breather finished. I got a filter and everything for it. I think it turned out super nice. It looks good sitting up there. Looks like all the pieces were brought together, you know. Another friend of ours gave me these that he had sitting around from the 70s. This come off my dad's motor, this 351 right there. So he wasn't using it, so I threw it on there. I think it looks good. But anyways, the fans ain't kicking on. I can use the switch in there and turn them on. I think something happened here into the wiring. When it's running these headers, man, get this wire really, really hot. You can dang near pinch it into your finger. It's so, just feels melted. So what I was thinking, what I'm going to do is take this out and move the sensor from here and put it up here for now. And then put that plug down there. That way I can keep the wires run up here and into the water pump. That way I can get my temperature off of it. So that's what I'm thinking. But anyways, alright. But that's what we got going on. What I got to try to get done with the car. So I need to get it jacked up and get it put on the jack stands. I get the heat gun out because we're going to heat the everything I've seen. I've never rode fenders. I've never used one of these. So first go with this. But do a heat. Take a heat gun and heat the paint up right here. And heat the metal up. Not super hot. You don't want to bubble the paint out or nothing. Just heat it up that way when you're rolling it. It'll allow the paint, you know, it won't chip. It'll allow it to roll in. So loosen it up. So we're going to try it. See what happens. Like I said, we're going to do paint this car too. That's one of our goals. And I'm not the greatest body man. So the least damage I can do to these, the better off I am. Because the car's straight. They don't have no dents in it. All right, I'm just rambling. Let me get my stuff out, get this jacked up, and show y'all where I'm at. Well, so you can see I set up these little, see the little rings that was moving back and forth. Kind of dimple to put the lug nuts in. That way when you tighten it against it, it keeps it nice and flat. So yeah, I got the out of gear where I can turn it, almost turn it. But anyways, let me get this adjusted. I got my heat gun out here. You can see right here where whoever did this before, the paint's all chipped up. I guess whether it's hitting it with a hammer, I'm not sure. But it is what it is. Let me get this set up into place and then we'll get started. I'm going to watch one more video. Like I said, I've never done this before. This is my first time. First time even using this. So I don't want to make no mistakes, you know what I mean? Watch those videos. Anyways, alright, let me get busy. I'll show y'all what I'm doing. I'm heating this up, you know, about 6 to 8 inches is all I'm really working right here. As you can see, I'm starting to get a nice roll already. So I got from about right here to right here. I wish all this wasn't chipped up already, but it's nice and warm. Just a little bit at a time, a little bit, little bit, little bit. This is going to take a while. Oh yeah, it would definitely be faster just to chip it and hit it with a hammer and you know, make a snip right here, or we can fold it that way and fold it that way, I guess. But it is what it is. Alright, you can tell I'm still busy. I'll hush on a bit. Don't know how well, even though I heated it up like they said, you know, take it up and heat it. When I made that hard roll, because I rolled mine flat, it's nice and flat right there. It ain't gonna catch nothing all the way around the paint. Paint's still chipped, you know. Oh well, not a lot I could do about it. Like I said, I heated it up to the body and everything felt hot to the touch, you know, just not hot enough to bubble the paint. Maybe I go a little hotter on the next one, but it rode real nice all the way around. I know it's hard to see with my phone, but I think it turned out all right. A couple hours took me about, it took about, all in all, but see, the paint didn't chip here. I guess that might have been what they're talking about with the roll, because just where it bent flat, that real initial where the paint chipped, but out here nothing chipped on the body. So I could put me a piece of tape right there and just spray this edge black and you'll never really know it. But it took me about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes to do this fender. I mean, like I said, I was going about 6 to 8 inches, and then I'd have to adjust it to work this rim, you know, and then it only goes so far, and then I'd work this right here. I did have to hit a little bit of it with a hammer right here, but overall it wasn't bad. I was able to roll right here, right here, not so much. I guess that's where the fold is, but everything else rode nice all the way around down to here. So groovy. Like I said, it didn't chip none of the paint out here, just right here when it rolled up, because I rolled it completely flat against there, so there's going to be no tearing issues or nothing. So groovy. All right, it worked out pretty good. I'm going to hit the other side. I'm going to go find me some lunch, all right, quick, and we'll get started on the other side. All right, I'll holler at y'all in a bit. Show y'all what this fender looks like before we roll it. He's a little messed up right there, I guess. It's paint chipped already, but anyways. This and in touch, alright. Let me get busy, see what we got. We're gonna roll this one just like the same, flatten it all the way up, that way you can see the difference. And before and after on this one. Alright, let me get busy. Our paint didn't chip that bad on this side. I got a few spots that chipped up right here, you can see it. But it was already like that anyways from the before, but see if I can show y'all this. That was good and flat as well, all the way down. I had to hit it again with a hammer right here. I couldn't get it to roll. It's real thick right there, and it wouldn't roll up, so I just flattened it out, and I was able to pick back up the roll right here. Sucks with my camera, I'm sorry. But it turned out nice. I like it. It was a little bit extra work. I heat it up a little longer than I did the other one. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. As you can see, I've got nothing to catch now, so no lip at all, so I ain't got to worry about it digging into the tire. So yeah, man, that's help with my butt there. That was a little bit more workout than I was expecting, and it ain't something you're just gonna knock out right quick. But I mean, it's a lot nicer way to do it, and it doesn't beat the fender up. It is a little bit more work. I mean, you take a hammer and lickety split and you'll be done. Beat it up right here. You can probably put a dial behind it to keep it from messing it up real bad if you're going to do body work. But I got no wrinkles or nothing, no waves in it, so I mean, it works good. I'm pleased with it. Like I said, there's a little bit of work, a little bit of effort, but you know, hey, what else we got to do? We're stuck at home, so it is what it is. But I like it. I think it turned out well. But the wife's got the supper done, so I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna shoot these videos up here, That way this don't get super long, and then we'll come back tomorrow, get out here, and we'll move the thermostat for the fans. We'll put it up here, and we'll wire in that tack tomorrow. And hope y'all enjoy, and I hope y'all being safe. Later, taters.